Well, good morning, y'all. It is Saturday, April 18th, 2026, and this is DP with DJ here. And storms went through. We did not have a tornado, but my goodness, did we have a lot of rain, thunder, lightning. Our electricity went off and on a few times. Internet, of course, went out, which takes everything. That modem runs everything in our house. So, had to keep messing with that. At least no lightning struck. Thank goodness. But with all the rain, we won't be having garage sale. At least not me. I mean, others may do it, but the ground is too saturated here. And my neighbors and I talked last night, and her place got it was underwater. So she said there's no way she's going to try to put tables out on that ground because it's just too saturated. So much for that idea. Anyway, but today is the 18th, which means FELUC starts sending out their canvases for the May 5th to 7th reveals. So, looking forward to getting that. I should be getting my JZQ order that I have to sign for, which really, this is a first for me on JZQ. I've never had to sign for an order, but I missed it yesterday. I had to run up to the senior center, and so I missed the delivery attempt. So I went into the site and rescheduled for today. So I just kind of stunned me because I've never had to sign for a JZQ order. And I've definitely made plenty of orders with them. So I'm not sure why this one has to be signed for. Kind of confusing. But that's okay. I'll be here today. I'm not going anywhere. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, that ground is really saturated. I just peeked at it, and there's still water standing in some spots. So, yeah, not even going to attempt it, because if the tables start sinking, they're not my tables. I don't want to ruin my BFF's tables, so it's just not happening. And it's actually like 37 degrees outside. It's a little chilly for garage sale. I don't know. I wasn't ever a garage sale person, but I don't like to shop either, so that could have a lot to do with it. My mom didn't like to shop unless it was for crafts, her hobbies, and I'm the same way. Don't like to shop unless I'm shopping for, my hobbies. Because when I was gardening, oh my goodness, I was always looking at plants and flower seeds, because all of my gardening was from seeds or propagation, you know, somebody giving me a starter of something. I wasn't that instant gratification person that had to have it, you know, all in bloom and, you know, ready to plant in the garden in instant color. I got more satisfaction out of planting from seeds and watching them germinate and grow. And I'm still that way. I know I'm going to miss one. I always do. But anyway, so I'm not sure there'd be many people out today because it's chilly. But I guess hardcore garage sailors, you know, they'd probably be out. But I am not one of those people. I don't like the cold. So, excuse me. Excuse me. Try to sneeze and cough at the same time. That's not easy. That's like trying to diamond paint when you had the hiccups. Yeah, I've had that happen. The threes are really hard for me to see. And the fives and sixes, because of the background colors, they're really challenging for me. Oops, that goes on top there. Yep, we do. I'm not sure what else is going on. I'm trying to think, because today was, you know, my focus for today was supposed to be getting everything set up for the citywide garage sale, in hopes that I could sell some of the items, you know, that are consuming my living room. It's driving me crazy. I was getting to a point that I was starting to feel good. You know, I was getting through boxes, you know, whittling down that pile, and then bam, I get another load dropped on me unexpectedly. I was not expecting it, and so we're back to a completely full living room, and still got a couple storage lockers that I need to get actually moved from the city down here, but that's going to require renting a truck and getting labor, because the things in there I cannot lift. So anyway, I hope it doesn't take long. I believe Look is in Chicago, and honestly, Chicago is not that far away from, you know, Missouri. So I'm hoping that it gets here soon. I am so excited about the Look collaboration. Very excited about it. Cannot wait to see it all and to actually work on it. You know, I've watched other creators like Jones Junk Journals and more, Starbright 70, KY Philly Diamond Painting and more, you know, Sherry, and Joan. And others, in Autumn, the crafting enthusiast. I've watched you all work on V-Look canvases, and they look so beautiful. The drills are stunning. They are stunning. And I am so excited to be getting one. Alright, I'm tired of you picking up extra drills. Clean you up. So I'm very much looking forward to all of this with V-Look. I mean, it's actually, to me, it's an honor, you know, to be able to showcase their products on my channel. And on top of it, I'm going to get to join Joan's V-Look Fridays. So that's going to be very, very, very nice. It's going to be very fun. I get to join in all the fun. That's the one thing diamond painting will do. It'll definitely bring people together. Like-minded people, you know. And then you get to learn, possibly learn other crafts along the way. Joan does a lot. Star does a lot. You know, a lot of crafts. Star makes pens, and then, you know, you can learn a lot from the Aussie artisan, Teza. She does a lot of crafts. Sweet lady. And I love this diamond painting community. They're so sweet, so nice, so helpful. Miss Southern Belle, such a sweetheart, boy, and she just, what a cut up. She is just a very humorous lady. I love her sense of humor. She's so funny. She does a lot of shopping trips. You can go with her to Target and TJ Maxx and Hobby Lobby and Michael's and the thrift stores, and she just does a lot of shopping trips. Five Below. I mean, she just does a lot of shopping trips, and it's fun to watch her and to go along, right along with her. It is, she is such a blast. And I don't know, and Diamonds by Tita, I really love watching her channel too. And Ditsy's Diamond Den with Paul and Ditsy. They have a wonderful shop. They do a lot. Paul is a great guy. Makes a lot of beautiful things with his 3D printer. Oh, goodness. And speaking of 3D printers, one drill equals fun. Oh, that young man, he is so talented. He makes things with 3D printer. He makes candles. He does diamond art. He does cross stitch. And his fish and his bird. And that young man, and gardening. If you've never seen Brody's channel, you really need to go see Brody's channel. He's a very talented young man. I really enjoy Brody's his talent, and he's a little bit of a cut up too. He has quite the sense of humor. I enjoy his sense of humor. He's such a nice young man, but I love to watch. I mean, he makes some of the coolest candles, y'all. And the things he's making with his 3D printer, very cool, very cool. the little trays that hold bagged drills, you know, when they come in the zip top baggies, the little trays that hold those. He's made those, and he's made the trays that you like, these kind of trays, you know, that you use, you know, spouted trays for diamond painting. I like these, but that little container to hold the bags, man, that I would love to have some of those. That would be really great for the senior diamond painting classes that I do. I got the canvas one coming up in June, and having those trays, man, that would be great. But I'm gonna have to get this kind of tray for everybody, with the baggies, because they're gonna have to take home, well, they don't have to, they're going to get to take home their projects, because projects don't need to come back to my place. I have enough in here. I've got to figure out, because I've been donating canvases to some seniors and others, you know, to get them started. And so I'm getting a little low again. So I'm going to have to budget in a few more canvases for future classes at the senior center. You know, they're asking me to do it every week, and I can't do that for a couple of reasons. One, I don't have enough of the materials to do it, because the extra setup of things, because if they're not in zip top baggies, then I, you know, get everything kitted up for them. At some point, hopefully I'm not going to have to do that, but boy, I just lost my train of thought, folks. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to have to budget to get some more canvases, smaller canvases, because my brain, when I'm shopping for canvases, you know, I want bigger ones. But for a seniors class, you know, beginners, I don't want to scare them and, you know, start off, bring in there these huge diamond art things where they're going, oh, that's too much for me. Because that's their instant reaction when they see something big like that. But speaking of big canvases, I need to get my eagle out and start working on that for 4th of July. That one's a big one. So that will have to be after the fee look is done, because that one will definitely have to be on the kitchen table. It's a 90 by 30. So it's definitely not going to fit on this table. But with that, and it is a dark background on that canvas. So the new light board, oh my goodness, the new light board is going to be so awesome for that diamond painting. But that is I think at this point is my oldest canvas now, is the eagle, because it's so huge. It's not a big deal, it's just very long. So, I mean, this is a 50 by 50, and it's a 30 by 90, so it's going to be like this, but 90 centimeters long. So, it's a big one, but it's so pretty. And I'm sure at some point because I want to do the look first. That was so exciting that, yeah, I'm definitely going to get the look done first. And then I have the big light board for my bigger canvases. I have some 40 by 70s I'd like to do of my big cats. I have the big owl that I had to have replaced. That drill field was insanely blurred. I thought it was just me and my eyes. Nah. Nope. Certainly was not. So I did get it replaced. I just haven't pulled it out and worked on it. Not sure what else we got rolling here. Well, I don't see any storms or anything in our forecast, I believe, until next Thursday or Friday, something like that. So I think my neighbor and I are going to build her a little retaining wall. I have these landscape bricks, 12-inch square landscape bricks. I think we're going to build her a little barricade around her porches, or a little like retaining wall, but I'm just going to take the bricks and turn them up on their side and line her porch. So, I mean, it may not block all the water, but it would help keep it from flooding her apartment. And I told her, I said, at this point, they better not say anything because they have not fixed the problem. And, when you call them and they say, oh, you're calling them at 9 o'clock at night, and they'll tell you, oh, we'll send somebody in the morning. No. My apartment is flooded now, and it needs to be taken care of now. So, of course, two of us neighbors jumped in and went and helped take care of the issue. They don't want to take care of it, but I don't want her stuff getting ruined either. And, her boys are there and kind of freaked out. Of course, one of them's, autistic, and we don't need him panicking because Mom is panicking. So, keep Mom calm, keeps him calm, and things get taken care of, and we get it cleaned up, and then we make a makeshift barricade. That the last storm that her place got flooded. So we're just going to make it to where we don't have to keep putting temporary things up. And if management doesn't like it, you know what? Then fix the problem. And we'll take all this back down. We're following the lease, but you're not. So don't say anything to us about not following the rules when you're not fixing an issue. And that's a serious issue to me, because that becomes a safety issue. You can't, you're talking about mold and mildew, when that happens. Not a good thing for anybody. Adults, kids, elderly, it doesn't matter. That's not acceptable. It's not a good thing. So, within the next week, we're going to be building her a makeshift retaining wall. And I don't care if management likes it or not. You come and complain to me about it because I'm the one that's going to be doing it. But, us neighbors will take care of each other. And that's the bottom line. All right, folks. I think we are going to wrap it up here. My brain is starting to run through all the things because I got bills that I need to start thinking about setting up for next month, and I've forgotten all about it. So I need to get that done today, too. So, with that, just always be kind. Always. A kind word, a kind gesture. You just never know what people are going through, and you have no idea what kind of impact you may have on them just by showing a little kindness. So just be kind. If you want to see a change in the world, be the change you want to see. Lead by example and show them how it's done. And with that, I hope you all have a very wonderful Saturday. I'm hoping ours warms up a little bit. And y'all come back now, you hear?